I'm going to try to keep it short, but you know I can't. There's something sticky on my stuff. Anyway, so it's just going to be a quick. I'll try to keep it quick, and if I don't talk fast enough, then all you have to do is go click down a little cog right there and put it from normal speed to 2 times speed, or however much faster you want to make it so I can sound like, or if you're on your phone, just go up to the right on the corner up there, drop it down and do all that stuff. Okay, that's all you have to do. So, not sure what I'm going to name this video, but this is geared towards mainly you guys that just woke up, or not you yourself, but like God woke you up and you don't know where to start, and all you know how to do is, oh, I don't know, I know there's like a Bible, I guess I can get a Bible, and you don't know where to start. So that's pretty much mainly what I'm going to do, and I have a little card here written because y'all know squirrel, and I'm somewhere else for no reason. Anyway, so what is the Bible? This is a Bible. It's a version of a Bible. This is my Holmes Christian Study Bible, and it even has my name engraved in everything. I don't know what the everything is, but it's just engraved, so I don't even know why I said in everything. But traditionally, there are 66 books. There are 39 in the Old Testament and 27 in the New Testament. There are about 35 to 40 authors. I hear 35 somewhere, and I think Chuck Missler said something about 40 or 44 authors, but so it is split with 2 sections in here. The bigger section, oh snap, really? That was not Photoshop. That's not Photoshop. How did I just... Anyway, neither here nor there. So this is the Old Testament, and this is the New Testament. Originally, this would be written in Hebrew, and then in Daniel. Can I turn into Daniel? No, it's 2 Chronicles. I couldn't pull that off. So Daniel is written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Chaldees. Chaldees is the language of the Babylonians way back when. I suppose they might... I think Daniel is the only one that has those 3 different languages, but whatever, neither here nor there. So the Old Testament is from Genesis all the way to Malachi, and then the New Testament is comprised of the 4 Gospels, and then Acts, which is like kind of like part 2 of Luke, because Luke did write the book of Acts, and you know that because the way he writes and his linguistic qualities, it reflects in Acts too. So you know, he was a doctor, and he uses doctor terms in both books. Like I said, 27 books here, but predominantly where the Old Testament is penned by, like each book is penned by a different person, almost, with Moses being the exception. He penned 5, and then Jeremiah, I think, penned Lamentation as well, and then you have I think that's about it. But there's like a bunch of people. Even King David, he did most of the Psalms. But here in the New Testament, in the 4 Gospels, you have 4 different authors. But it's been said that Peter authored Mark, but Mark wrote it, if that makes sense. I don't know. But Paul from Acts and Romans and back to Revelation, he wrote most of, because of course the Apostle John wrote Revelation. You have James and Jude, and Peter wrote some epistles as well. So not what other people think. They think that the Bible was written in the King James Version, but no. The King James Version was written in many hundreds of years later. It's 1511 or 1611. Anyway, this is like the year 1400 BC all the way to like 90 AD, with John dying around that time. Like, that dude lived for like a long time. He ain't lived Methuselah or Moses long, but he lived a long time. I don't know why I just threw that back there. But yeah, so this is a Greek interlinear. with the Greek on this side and English here. There are Spanish Bibles, probably with many different versions to that. There's Arabic with other versions to that. There's audio Bibles. I'm going to get mine real quick. I love this little doohickey right here. So this is my audio Bible. For those of you that didn't see my other video, I'm going to turn it on for you real quick to let you see how loud it is. I don't really remember what book it was on. It's probably the Old Testament.
You only know the hearts of all the children of mankind.
I think this is the New Testament.
That they may fear you all the days that they live in the land that you gave to our First Kings.
No, First Kings. So that's how loud it is. It's pretty good.
Building the house of the Lord.
It doesn't come with this lanyard. I made it myself for my other Bible stick, which comes from the same company. It's just this big, and it was only loaded with the New Testament English Standard Version that I somehow, with His grace, I got it when I was in the Army. Did not know what it was. I just took the box because the box had a compass on there, and I'm like into survival stuff, and then it followed me until I got to here. I was like, oh my goodness. And now that I'm a Christian, now I got it. How crazy is that? It was just like collecting dust for the opportune moment in my life. Whatever. I can't with him sometimes. I can't. I don't want to get on a tangent. So, of course, it was written in Hebrew for the Old Testament, Greek in the New Testament, many different, even in English, there's like the King James Version, the New King James Version, the English Standard Version, the New Revised, this version, and then there's other ones that you want to steer clear. There's word-for-word versions, there's thought-for-thought, and then there's like poetic versions. So, what I would recommend for somebody that just woke up and is trying to find your way, right? Did I mention that this video is geared toward those people? Like, I have a bad, like, if I don't write it down, there it goes. So don't hop on YouTube trying to learn. Just read. Just read, because I found myself, when I woke up, I didn't have a Bible, and I'm not the type of person to want to use, like, I have apps, which I'll show you real quick. Like, I can't do things digitally. I did have a Kindle, and I loved it. It was just like the Paperwhite one. It was like pretty simple. This is it. Bible is. I don't know if you can. That light is too on. It doesn't want to focus. Anyway, so there's different versions on here. Right there, we're in the corner where you see Bible. You can't really see because it's blurry. But right here, if you click that right there, and it'll like boom. All you have to do is like that. Right now, it's set on English. There's like a bunch. Different languages, different versions in that language. So if you make an account with them, which is completely free, you get it in the app store. It's called Bible.is, like IS. And then just download it, put in your details, like your username, whatever. It's just like making a YouTube account or a Facebook account. It's completely free. And then when you have that, when you make an account with them, then you can like highlight and make notes and stuff, which is pretty cool if you're on the go. You don't want to lug around a big book, but I do have like a Bible that's tinier than this. It's in my Combat Lifesaver bag in my car. Yeah, don't get on. Okay, what I didn't have a Bible. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. I would go on YouTube and just like YouTube. I'll just throw in there like, I don't even know. I was just looking for stuff. And like everybody had something to say. And I'm not saying that what they had to say was not of importance, but I found myself taking their word here and like elevating it at the same height as scripture. Like, oh, well, they've been awake for X amount of time longer than me. What they are saying has to be true or right or whatever. Not knowing that everybody has an agenda. Like, well, I don't really have an agenda. I just want people to wake up. But there's not that many honest people out there. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like pure door honest and stuff. But, you know, I'm human. But I don't want to lead nobody down the wrong path. So I would say, like, if possible, please limit the amount of time that you spend trying to research videos. Just dig in the word yourself. Well, it's not going to be fun. Well, I shouldn't say that. Because in that book, that one right there, that one, right? That one right there, it's like there's everything in there. There's love, there's murder, there's fight scenes, there's funny stuff in there, there's like everything. Everything that you can possibly imagine is in this book. I try to tell my kid that, but whatever, vampires is more, whatever. So what I've been doing, I started in October, the first week of October. I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a book, start from the beginning, because you can't understand what Jesus is saying unless you start from the beginning. Get your good foundation. Read through Genesis and then the first 5 books, and then keep going, because the New Testament is the Old Testament revealed, and the Old Testament is the New Testament concealed, if that makes sense. Like, you can find Jesus in every book in the Old Testament. I'll talk about that on a later date, because I'm really trying to keep this short, because y'all know that I can talk till the sun comes back. And look, take that how you want to take it. The sun in the sky or the sun from the holy high. You take, because you know I can talk. I am a chatty Cathy. But neither here or there. So what I've been doing is I take the book of Genesis, has 50 chapters. And all I did was 50 divided by 5 days a week. That'll give me 10 chapters. So I read 10 chapters. Let's just say I got off of work late and I was only able to get in 7 chapters. Well, I have Sunday as a buffer to help me, not help me, but to allow me to finish. Because Sunday, I want to be done by Saturday, because Sunday's a new week. So Monday comes around, do my little calculations, XYZ. So I have managed to get all 5 books out of the way as of Friday. Now with Joshua, I'm gonna have to redo my strategy, because the chapters are significantly shorter. I'll show you what I mean by that. So that's Joshua, right? That's the beginning of it. And then you see already that's chapter 2. And then chapter 3 is here, and then chapter 4. So like where Deuteronomy and Leviticus and Numbers, they have longer chapters. This one has more shorter ones that I can tell right now. So I'm just gonna read until my eyes get hot, or read until it's 10:30, and then hey, if I get through half of the book, then guess what? Now I'm going into Judges, and if I can tackle 2 books in 1 week, then that shortens. Well, that just lets me get through the Bible that much more faster. And before I came up with this, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not the one that came up with it, but it came to me, and I thought nobody told me this. But before that, I was like, oh, I know I need to read, but in my mind, I made it a chore. And by doing that, you dissuade yourself from reading. I think the flesh does that on purpose. I don't know. Because all you want to do is get on YouTube and like look up interesting stuff, or flip on your stupid Facebook page. There ain't nothing. No. There's nothing on Facebook that I don't understand people that y'all just. Let me rein it back in. Anyway, so don't get on every Tom, Dick, and Harry's YouTube page trying to find out more information, because no, just get in there. Get in there, Tiger. Read what you gotta read and do what you gotta do. Now, if you want some aids to help you along your way, there are a few channels. There's Mike Winger. It's Mike like Michael, M-I-K-E. Last name Whiskey India November Golf Echo Romeo. Winger like hot wing. Winger. That's a winger. That one. Chuck Missler. Pretty sure some of you guys know who he is. And then there's Shepherd's Chapel. Pastor Murray goes chapter by chapter, verse by verse. He breaks down everything for you. And within 3 months, I was like, mind blown. Like, he explained how, of course, Christ was not born on Christmas. We all know that. But the book of Luke the way he words it, he doesn't flat out say that he was conceived on December 25th, but he does mention the season it was, how many months away since Elizabeth got pregnant, like what course of the priesthood Zechariah went, like, so, like, even how many distance away from the temple was to where he lived was like half a Sabbath's walk, which translates to like an English however many miles or whatever. And like he lays it out so that you can understand that. All you have to do is YouTube Shepherd's Chapel Christmas special. But I mean, if you're on your off time and you know you've already read and now you want to just like depress your mind, but you still want to learn, that's the take, I guess. I would say read first, then once you have all your chapters out the way for that day, then you can watch, or watch in the morning and read at night, or read in the morning and watch at night. That's pretty much, you know, what I do. Do I have anything back here? Yeah, so I already said 1 book a week, so it's pretty simple. So like I said, when I started to implement this this strategy, I was ashamed. I was like, oh damn, like I could have already finished this book if I would have just did a few chapters a night. Like, this is ridiculous to complete the whole book. And just to show you so that you know what I'm talking about. There are straight up some that's like way back here. Like Hosea? No. Malachi. Malachi has 5 chapters, 6 chapters. There's 6 chapters in Malachi. Nahum has 3 chapters. Habakkuk has less than whatever, because I just breezed through like looks like Habakkuk only has 3 chapters. Yeah, like it looks like prayers. Habakkuk's 3rd prayer, the 5 woes. Like there's some that's like teeny tiny. Now I would not recommend you just like picking off the small ones, because you're still not gonna get a relatively good foundation. Like I really feel if you want to really understand, don't just do one of these like Job. Gonna read Job. It just doesn't work that way. And even if you want to start at the New Testament, which I did, I suppose you could start at the New Testament as a newcomer, so that you can get a good grasp of what Jesus is about, what he did for us, and what he stands for. That's cool. But there's some traditions and cultural aspects that you're not gonna like. I don't get it. I don't like, why are they washing each other's feet? I mean, I'm not saying that that's how you talk, but like I don't understand it. Why are they kissing each other? Like a holy kiss? No, I'm not. They're not slobbing each other. But the first 5 books, like you get a lot of cultural stability when you read the 5 books, and then also moving into like Ruth. There's a lot of cultural like goings ons there that like the kinsman redeemer. That's really implemented, or you can really see that unfold in the book of Ruth. Like that is one of my favorite books in the Old Testament. Like I can listen to that book, I can read that book, I can listen to commentary of that book, because you're always going to find something new, and that goes for all of them. So yeah, I would definitely just do a book a week, and in no time you'll get there. Like that's my goal. I'm just reading just to read. I'm not reading to study. I'm not reading to gain more knowledge, because it'll come as you're reading. You know what I mean? There are certain times that I do like crack a book open, bust out my interlinear, and then I do get like I bust out my Strong's Concordance, and I try to like, okay, but what does this word mean? But did they really mean that word? Like for instance, you guys know I love talking about just the first the second verse of Genesis, where it says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void. That whole second verse is like not translated correctly. It should have said, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, but the earth became without form and void. So if it became without form and void and it wasn't created that way, then what was going on before? Like, how did it become, without form and void? But you get that answer in the book of Jeremiah and Isaiah. Like, there was an earth age before this earth age, and there's going to be another earth age to come. I know, just stick it on the shelf and hold off on it because it's confusing. But, yeah, I guess in a nutshell, that would be my advice. Just, if you're a newcomer to this, I don't want to call it religion. If you just come to Christ, like, God gives you Jesus' name and Jesus wakes you up, because that's really essentially how it goes. You don't believe me? Go crack your Bible open and go read the book of John. Read it. It's there. Everything is there. Everything you need to know is in that book. Like, everything. There's prophecies, historical aspects, there's murder, adultery, intrigue, like comedy. I'm telling you, that whole first book, like Genesis, cracks me up. Like, it cracks me up. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to rant because I don't. Just want to make sure I said everything I wanted to say. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just gonna leave it right there because I do have a assortment of things that I want to do. Like I already said, I think, because this is like the second time I try to record this. Got all the way to 27 minutes, but I felt like I didn't say anything, and I still feel like I didn't say anything worth listening to. I never feel like I have anything important to listen to, or just don't try to confuse me. But yes, I have a slideshow that I'm putting together, which I was supposed to do the first part today, but it was my niece's birthday, and hashtag she's 2 years old and she's the cutest little thing. I just want, I'm done. I'm going to leave it like that. So yeah, next thing in the shoot is a 3-part, or however many parts I gotta get through to explain more in depth what you can find in the Bible. So with that, see you guys in the next one. Be blessed. Don't forget to pray before you go to sleep. Thank Him when you wake up. Thank Him when you get home from work. I told you not to knock on my door because I'm recording, right? See, now all my followers see what you need. You can use whatever you want. I'm not mean. I'm just sarcastic. Anyway, keeping that in there. I am not a violent person. Please don't. I'm just real, that's all. I told her, don't knock on my door. Now she knocks on my door. Who does that? Kids do that. Anyway, what was I saying? That's why, because squirrels, anything distracts me. I distract myself. Oh yeah, thank Him when you get home from work, because I'll let you know, last week I was coming home from work, and it was the first time I saw a body under the white sheets, and it was battered and bloodied, and all I can think of is, oh my goodness, this person had every intention to get home. Were they married? Did they have a spouse? Were they, oh my goodness, and I just thought, if it's a female, was she pregnant? Now that baby's dead. Like, I was just thinking, like, that's somebody's child, that's somebody's sibling, it's somebody's aunt or uncle, it's somebody's fill in the blank. They're not home. They got zipped up in a body bag, sent off to the morgue. Family, hey, we need you to come verify this body. Like, that could be you, and that could be me. So every time I come home, I always thank you for letting me get home. Especially nowadays where people just want to be phone to the face. Look, if you texting on your phone and driving, no, I'm not even gonna. You need to stop especially if you live in Florida, because I'm tired of getting to work late because you want to be on your phone checking a Facebook message that can wait till when you get back to your office or home. So, that being said, thank him. Thank him and love him, because he took the time to create your soul and put it in this body. And although this life sucks, well, you can thank Satan for that. But I think I'm going to leave it there. It's already 25 minutes. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.